Despite the war on drugs still being front and center for the Duterte government, a new survey says Filipinos are far more concerned about something more basic, rising prices of commodities. We have Bim Santos to tell us more.
With the sustained surge in commodity prices, more and more Filipinos are now worried about inflation. In a recent Pulse Asia survey, inflation has been tagged as a top issue. Of the 1,800 respondents in the survey, 63% identified inflation as their main concern, a 12% jump from June. But the pala says they are addressing the situation.
Ang buong economic team ay aktibo, kasama na po ang Department of Agriculture at iba pang mga departamento para bigyan ng solusyon itong pagtaas ng presyo. Bagamat wala po talaga tayong solusyon na maibibigay sa pagtaas ng presyo ng langis at iba pang bilihin.
The National Food Authority says they expect rice prices, which have been a core inflation driver, to go down in a month's time with the importation of 250,000 metric tons of rice.
Tingin natin, with the influx of yung atin po namang production and the imports and plus our inventory now, mukhang ang market natin masaturate and influence the price.
Esto Perez says they aim to increase their market participation rate from 13% to 20% with the arrival of more imports and additional distribution points. With this, NFA says commercial rice prices may be dragged down by about 3 pesos per kilo. But a week after an agreement signed with the supermarket group, only 2 supermarkets are carrying NFA rice. The Philippine Amalgamated Supermarkets Association, or PAG-ASA, says their members have difficulty in securing permits from NFA due to its high cost.
We found out that it's a bit stringent, no? Medyo mahirap, no? For a store which has declared capital of 10 million pesos, you're supposed to pay a license fee of 115,000 pesos. Just to pick up NFA rice, which is limited also, up to 50 sacks per pickup, right? So, ano kikitahin mo dun? So, mukhang deadlock. The ball, the NFA is dribbling the ball. We'll wait for them to pass us the ball. We want to help, but it's too difficult. If it's too difficult for us to help, then, we need that.
The DTI said they will talk to the NFA to ease up on its rules to allow more NFA sellers.
Pupush natin ng NFA na mag-relax na ng requirements nila para lang mabilis. Ang importante kasi maging visible, accessible, and readily available ang NFA rice sa market. Kahit anong tumbling gawin ng DTI, kung hindi kami tutulungan ng ibang ahensya, hindi rin namin magagawa yung kailangan namin gawin.
As rice prices continue going up, manufacturers early on advised price hikes are more likely this coming holiday season. Imported goods are especially bound to be more expensive with the weaker peso, which had hit another low, closing yesterday at 54 pesos and 33 centavos against the greenback. A consumer group, however, appealed that the businesses should heed the government's call to arrest inflation.
We are not in a normal situation. We are in a period when inflation keeps going up. Hindi pa pwedeng tumulong naman ng pamahalaan like mga DTI yan. Kasi yan mga negosyante. Huwag po na kayo basta. Hindi naman malulugi ang mga yan.
Bim Santos, we are One News.